Now you can press the keyframes and go to the 4-second. Since you have your default set, go to 4 seconds. So it means this right here, this flag, the keyframe, is the same as the keyframe that's over here. So nothing's going to happen if you press play. See, it's just going to be like that. So that's what you're going to want for right now. So now you're going to change it up by going to 4. And as soon as you put the wave height in, you'll see that keyframe pop up. So you're going to want to make the wave height pretty much 30, or at least 20, so that way we don't have too much over here appearing. Just enough to, so this is, a bit distorted. And then you're going to go to frame 8. Or, I keep saying frame. 8 seconds in. And you're going to put that wave height back to 0. So that way it'll go from 0 to full, back to 0. And then you're going to go 1 millisecond out. And what you're going to do in that millisecond is change the direction to horizontal. And you're going to want to do the same thing to the 5th frame. Make sure that's 0. That way the waves are going up and down instead of left and right. So go back to 4. And then go to 12 seconds. And you're going to make the wave height about 20. You can make it 30 if you want, but I'm going to just make it 20. And once you have that done, that's pretty much it. Okay. So let's see what that looks like. Yeah, very Giygas-y lookish, isn't it? And you can always tweak that around and do what you want with it just to make it look a little more distorted or creepy. It takes a lot of tinkering with and trial by error or whatnot. But once you got it to where you like it, you can just click on this and then say Control-C, or you can right-click and say Copy. Go to the last frame when there's nothing else there, and then paste it. And then you can paste it again and again. So that way you got a full line of this Giygas animation that will just keep constantly looping as long as you have this thing full. So, just keep putting these things in as long as you want. So if your scene's going to go to 1 minute long, they're going to copy and paste this as long as your scene's going to be. And then see, it just loops the whole thing over again. So there's that part. Next, we're going to put in the little attack effect. The whole you cannot grasp the true form of Giygas' attack. Which I have a video of that attack already pre-made. What I did was I went into Swift 3D and I made this little circle thing and I painted it green. So that way when it comes up it's green, and I just used the green screen effect. And I just had it zoom into the screen like that with a pink background. Let me see if I can go down a few frames. There we go. Right about there. So once you add that, you just do the video overlay, and just do the chroma key green screen effect, and now you can see Ronald Mcgiygas in the background through it. So now when you play that, it'll look like you cannot grasp the true form of Mcgiygas' attack. And then for that little yellow lightning flashy thing, I would just add a regular picture. It doesn't matter what you choose. We'll use the text box. We'll move it right about there. Now what we're going to do with this, it's going to say video effect, and we're going to go to tint. And we'll change black to yellow and white to yellow. So whatever is white, whatever is black in this will turn yellow. Whatever is white in this will turn yellow. We're just going to make that full. So now it's yellow. And then we're going to do a picture-in-picture effect. So you got to do video overlay effects again. Make this really small and narrow. Probably as long as the screen. And we'll center it. Oops, well, that just kind of resets it. Long and narrow and thin and whatnot. And center at the screen somehow. Right about there. And then we're going to do video effect pan and zoom. After we adjust the picture-in-picture first. Okay, wait a minute. Height. Oh, actually, we don't need the picture. The pan and zoom. We'll just use that. Okay, so just set that to 0, and that one to 0. And you can also position it where you want it to be. Like you can use this to position it, which really you want it at 0, so it's right in the middle of the screen. And you're going to set your default, which will be, it won't be appearing. Now, what you're wanting to do is set it to how long the attack's going to last, which roughly, I think, it only lasts about a second. So you're going to shorten this down to about a second long. This is 2 seconds, but that's okay. And then you're going to do the keyframes for the picture-in-picture. So you select use keyframes, go to 1, which is your basic, oops, we're going to move that out of the way there. There we go. Basically 0 there. You're going to go probably right to the middle and set your height just about 4. And set this to 1, like the full maximum. So what it's going to do is it's going to appear like that. And on frame 3, set that to 200, and then just set this to 200. And we're going to see what that looks like. That's a little bit too slow, so we'll just shorten it down. See if that makes it faster. If it's going too slow with something like this, you can just shorten that and it'll make it faster. Make it a little bit faster. That looks pretty convincing. So it's going to look like this. And that's basically it for the attack. You just do the little motions for everything else when your characters get hit, like I explained it in the other movie. And that's basically it for Giygas' attacks, because that's the only ones he really uses, is that circle thing and then the flash. Well, that's how you do the Giygas effect. If you have any questions, just let me know. If I forgot anything, I'm sorry, but just bring it up and I'll make a quick tutorial on what I missed.